as always, I'm not alone for Final Fantasy. I'm joined by group. Hello. Oh wait, hold on. Uh, uh, hold on. Wait. Hello, group. Beautiful.
Hello there. Wait.
And
Yeah, and Souko has a sheep. Nice.
hello, Souko. Hello.
Yeah, Souko has the updated version, the gentleman version. I don't have that one. One day.
So we see that you have a new outfit, Souko. Souko, if you wouldn't mind letting us know, maybe we'll have a look at it later. Has your house changed in the past month? Are there any updates?
I've been to Souko's house.
Yes, but the stream hasn't. But the stream. It's been a month. Oh, okay. We'll check it out. We'll check it out later on today, Souko. We'll check it out. We'll judge the house. Speaking of, we've had a couple of changes here as well, I believe, since the last time we saw, right?
I don't know, I don't remember. Wait, I'm responding to the tweet. This is important. I thought I didn't just misspell my own name. It's fine.
Nice.
Samseki? Excuse me, brain?
Oh, it has a window too. Oh, okay. I mean, there have been a couple of things that were added, right, to the game furniture wise.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have any of the new furniture. But I did add some furniture. I mean, I didn't add much furniture, but like I feel like the biggest thing I did that I don't know if it was on a stream was I added windows downstairs. Originally, I didn't want to add windows because I'm like, that's not realistic. This is a basement. But after you add windows, like there's just so much more life in that place.
Yeah.
So
it looks so much better with windows.
Yeah.
I still think we need windows upstairs as well. That'd be nice, but.
See, the thing is, the problem with windows upstairs is that you have these default windows upstairs, so I will have to figure out if I want to like cover them up or what to do with that. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, this is our downstairs. It looks much better during the day because you can see like the sun going through the windows, even though it makes no sense.
Yeah, we have our nice pond here. Obviously, yes. The best part.
And I added a
bench. The best part for now, just because Souko was just mentioning, and we ourselves talked about it off stream. They introduced a new indoor pond, which I haven't seen what it looks like, but regardless, we're gonna have to test it out and see if we can find a place for it.
It looks it's an indoor pond that looks exactly like the one we have outside, except it has fish in it.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. So this is part of why this small pond is here, because I kind of reserved this space for the big one. Because I tried it with the preview and it will fit like right in here.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of weird that the indoor one has fish, but we can't have fish in the outdoor one.
I know, right?
Unless they also released an outdoor one with fish, I'm not sure.
No, the hogs ate all the fish. That's what happened.
We'll have to set up a scarecrow.
Yeah, look, I set up the bench so you can actually like have your feet in the water. This was totally intentional.
Yeah. So thank you, Souko. I will hydrate. It's the guy from the studio. Hello, Danton. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I need to open Lights chat because probably everybody will be in Lights chat anyway, right?
What I was going to say was I wanted to have like a little update as well, because there may be people tuning in that are like, what's been happening, what's been going on, all that stuff. And yeah, for the past month we've just so as I find a nice place to squat.
I like that place too. I've done that. This is part of why I don't put any like decorations there, because I think this will be our spot for seating. Look, it looks perfect. I would sit there like IRL.
Yeah, at least until it break. Because I'm pretty sure this is not meant to handle the weight of a bunch of people on it, but it's fine.
It's fine. We are very light.
It's fine. I am very light. But yeah, for the past month we've been very busy with StarCraft related stuff. You know, we were focusing on the DreamHack qualifiers, which were like every day of the week for like 2 weeks straight. On top of that, we did a lot of B streams as well for the main events. I say B stream, we were the B stream a couple of times, and we were also the C stream, I believe. Yes. Which was really cool, but it also messed up some of our sleep schedules as well. Like myself and Yaku, and even Milk woke up early on as well. Like we were committing to casts that weren't at our normal time zones. But it was a lot of fun. It was a really good experience. We had some good days, we had some not so good days, but overall, like it was a positive thing. Because of that, we did have to like put hold on others. Like we had to put other things on hold, like our personal streams and even some of our our regular StarCraft tournaments. Like we had to put on hold or on hiatus as well and move around. Correct. If anything you wanted to add.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've been really busy with DreamHack especially. And well, yeah, it's great that like StarCraft is doing well and that like we are also being invited to this kind of stuff. It's very nice. Also, I wanted to say that despite the fact that we're not streaming, we are still playing Final Fantasy. Or at least I am for sure. I think Light does too. So yeah, so we've been like doing like off-stream stuff. Like I've just been doing B stripes for the most part. I've been leveling up my dancer. Dancer is becoming one of my favorite classes. So yeah.
Yeah, we were still doing things off stream as well. For me, not as much. I was just like basically like making money and like working on like the market board and stuff like that for the most part. Working on the house as well. We did that early on. You know, making sure we could furnish it.
I made the table. Look, I made the table.
Also, welcome our ARJ Skater. Yes. So if you're wondering, because I actually don't know if ARJ Skater, if you've actually seen us play Final Fantasy before.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let us know if you know if you have any history with Final Fantasy 14, I should say. But right now, this is our house. This is our guild house. Daunted in the chat, as well as Phoenix. Like they also play as well, and they join in. For better or for worse. For sure, we even got for sure's to play, and if you see a little tiny naked boy running around, that's for sure's.
It's like, should we even mention that on stream that like we have a tiny naked boy running around? It's like
we probably shouldn't say that on stream. I'm pretty sure he's legal.
I think so.
Yes. If you're wondering, Final Fantasy does have a free trial available. That's what for sure is on. I don't believe he's subscribed yet. There are, as Souko is down there underneath me.
Yeah. Souko's reading.
There are. Yes. I was about to say that there are some limitations to the free trial. The free trial gets you up to level 60, I believe. Like there's a lot of content there, but you can't you can't like join a guild. You have limited chat interactions. You don't have access to retainers, I believe. So there are like there are still limitations there, but it's free. It's free if you so chose to try it out. If
like you can play a lot like on your own. It's just that like you can participate in a lot of like social stuff. I guess because they didn't want like spam bot accounts.
And Souko is very correct there. There's more content in the free trial than what we've done so far in 8 months. Yes. I was actually counting the months before I undeafened Kuro, and I was counting. I'm like, we're in month 8. We're in month 8 of of playing this game.
Well, recently, think it was /playtime or something. You can check how long you've been playing. That counts when you idle, though. So just keep that in mind.
I'm pretty sure because we started playing in November. We got the game in November. So we're still in a Realm Reborn.
No, it was December. It was December. 100%. It was December.
December. Okay. 7 months.
Yeah.
But my goal, and I don't know if we'll get there. My goal is to finish a Realm Reborn within 12 months. We'll see.
I don't know when we'll get there.
I don't know.
Seems unrealistic.
It does seem unrealistic at the pace we've been going. Meanwhile, thank you. What's up? Shout out to Soundo in the chat. Yes, it is I have been on Neighbors. Thank you. I was in Ramsey Street. Thank you very much. Yes. I was there with Stingray.
What?
That's all I remember. Oh god. But that's another thing that happened. We were talking about DreamHack. I also started casting ANZ champs. It was an interesting experience. This weekend I casted with Maynard, and honestly, it was great casting with Maynard. It was a pleasure. I casted with him for the very first time. It's crazy. I casted with Pig last year, but this year I was able to cast with Maynard. And yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool being able to do that. I hope that they managed to incorporate him a little bit more in ANZ champs. At the moment, it was just this weekend that they have planned, but we'll see. Hopefully, we can bring him on this year. He's a great part of the ANZ StarCraft scene.
Yeah, and you definitely should check out light casting ANZ champs. It's fun times. And Light had to do a Marine Split challenge, so I hope you're looking forward to that. If you haven't seen it.
I did. It was very, very embarrassing, but
look, they picked the one non-Terran to do Marine Split challenge, okay?
Yeah. Well, I was the one who decided not to use any patrol micro because I was practicing beforehand, and I got up to level like 17 with patrol micro.
Why did you? Why?
But on the PC, obviously because we're using a different count and there's a different like setup and different sensitivity and all that stuff, I'm like, no, screw it. I'm just gonna. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm fine with looking bad and just getting to level 10. Like, I'm fine with it. It's whatever.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, and that's what matters. But yeah, see how much more we get. Then be good place Terran anyway. Hey. Oh, Souko, hello. Anyway,
Souko has so many nice poses. Very, very clever. Yaku is not here.
It's okay. It's okay. Yaku knows he's not good. It's fine. It's fine, Sounder. That's what he was alluding to.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Fun fact, though, I think what Kuro was about to say is that Yaku is considering playing Final Fantasy as well.
He's been considering for like half a year now, and we cannot convince him. So if you want to, you can peer pressure.
I don't think he hasn't been considering for half a year. Like to my knowledge, anyway, it's like the past week. He's like, you know what? I'm actually going to play.
No, it's more than a week. It's more than a week. Because we've been like, hey, Yaku, you can play with us. And he's like, yeah, I can. But like, he's been like avoiding it. But now he's like, oh, maybe I can play. Like maybe like his approach changed a bit. But he cannot commit. Also, I would be like, hey, let's not like, because like if he's gonna subscribe, it's like money and stuff. But then he impulse bought a piano and like.
He did! Exclamation mark Funari Yaku. He bought a piano and he doesn't have room for a piano. It's the most ridiculous thing.
He can't play a piano either.
Just oh my god. Shaking my head, Yaku. Shaking my head. But is there anything else you wanted to catch people up on?
I've been working on a new Discord that's developing, but it's also StarCraft related. It's Krytos or Kritos, depending how you pronounce that, created the Discord for like tournament signups that uses the announcement channels on Discord. So like when you press like publish icon, it like publishes to all the Discords that follow that particular channel. So that's very neat system. And like the Discord itself is still developing, like there are more organizers being invited, and we're figuring out the systems of how to make it work properly. So it's like, you know, so it's not extremely complicated to manage, but also like works. But yeah, it did some. See, I was invited as like an organizer to the Discord, but like I started like giving them tips and stuff, so I kind of became an admin. Because that's something I actually wanted to do for years now, but like I never had the time, or like it didn't seem like something that's gonna work out. But using the announcement systems in Discord actually gives it like a good advantage, so maybe it'll work. Hey. So yeah, that's what I've been up to.
More than anything, it just makes things easier.
Yeah. Like both ways, because it makes things like easier for organizers, because you don't have to post in like 19 Discords. But also like...
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, but also like, you know, like channels like ours where we want people to share tournaments because we want people to play more tournaments. So we can just follow that Discord and like the signups just like get posted to our Discord without us having to do anything.
Yeah, more than anything, it's just a time thing. Like it takes so much less time like dedicated to do that. Like so much easier to just message the owner of a Discord and be like, hey, you know, this is what we do. Can you like set up like so that our announcements get shared on this Discord platform or on this Discord server, and then it's just that it's as easy as that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But now it is time for us to try and remember what we were up to in Final Fantasy and try and just like
I got stuck.
Forward.
Picnic. I actually checked it. I by accident. If you look to your right, we have to meet Hoary Boulder, however you say that. And if my memory serves me right, it was about the Doman kids that are currently residing at our headquarters, and they are coached by the Boulder and some wizard guy, and they wanted us to coach them, but they were like, yeah, nah. And then they were like, hey, but we can fight with you to coach them.
Hold on. Elated to see you returned to the Revenant's Toll, Yozen and his fellow Doman adventurers beg you to give them a special training session.
I like Souko's. I think Eorzea has pretty much fallen in the last month, to be honest. Oh no.
I mean, we have been gone for a month, so they had to fend for themselves.
Speaking of which, I wanted to mention that because Dondet has posted an article recently in our Discord about how Final Fantasy is apparently now the most popular MMO if you're not counting classic and regular WoW together. Which is like, you know, some disclaimer there. But I will say that for the past like 2 weeks, maybe a month, I've been getting a lot like login queues that I haven't been getting before. Like it's not like horrible because like even when it's 40 people it takes like a minute maybe. But I haven't been getting those like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, and now I do, which means there are actually more people on the servers.
Yeah. Disclaimer though, it was revealed that article didn't have the most reliable source data.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, what's important is that it doesn't matter like that much. But it's just cool that, you know, it's getting some traction.
Yeah, it's just interesting the thing that I noticed that like if they've been getting like more logins and stuff, and I see like more people on Twitter, like people as in like people we know, like posting about it. So it's interesting.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think it's like horribly critical information, but I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, At the end of the day, this is a very different game to World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We'll see how the new expansion does. We'll see if we even play it. It's gonna take a long time to catch up to any of that, so I don't really think we have to concern ourselves too much with that. And yeah, let's go and try and catch up. So we do have a couple of single player things to work on today. Not just this main quest, but there's also the postmaster stuff. If we do run into something group related, so that we can finish up instead. So there's plenty for us to do, at least for today's stream session. After that, we may have to organize with the other ducklings to like get together and do some more like duty related stuff. But for now, we should be good. So let's go.
So I'm sorry, I'm gonna check that article next time. I just couldn't be bothered to read it.
There's nothing substantial in it.
That's what I said. That like, I don't know how true it is, but I did notice that there is something happening.
Let's go.
Also, something else I've been doing in Final Fantasy, off stream. I've something that I started doing as my pastime is I visit people's houses for inspiration, and I found quite a few interesting ones. So I recommend.
Just waiting for you, Kuro.
It's loading. One day.
Nice. When it came to the other things, again, it's been a while since we played, so there's a lot that I have to try and remember. I'm just quickly checking if there were any outstanding like extreme modes that we didn't do.
I don't know. I think last time we finished everything. I may be wrong.
We did Bahamut Savage. That's what happened. So we finished it, and we thought that we would unlock more like Savage modes, but we didn't. We just did everything. So yeah, did it all. Nice. I need to level up my leave quests. What does that mean, Daunted? That doesn't mean anything. What? Oh. You have a very nice dragon, Souko.
Yes.
It doesn't look very practical.
Look.
It looks very awkward, but it's very shiny. Is it like a battle mode? Can you like
It
activate?
is.
Oh, there we go.
Look.
There we go.
It's fine.
That's better.
Oh yeah, this reminds me, our chocobos are stabled. So we only have what we had.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go pick up my chocobo.
Wait. Okay. Nope, I'm not getting teleport from that.
Thank you for reminding me.
But it takes
Let's
an
go
hour.
back chocobos.
It takes an hour.
What do I click on to get my chocobo out?
10 to my choco.
Fetch.
How do I fetch?
Nice. You 10 to your specific chocobo, and then there's an option to fetch. Okay, I have my chocobo.
What is this? What does this mean? I never clicked on this. Okay, cool. Have fun, Hildegard.
We've mugged him. It's died too young. They're fine. They're fine. Oh, hello. Hop on. Hop on.
Where are we going?
What? We're going to the quest.
Are they so far out? But they're gonna be like in the city.
They're right here. Alright, time to train some kids.
Oh boy.
So do you remember what happened in the story before this? Like relevant stuff? Not what happened in Oldar, because that they kind of glossed over that. We
yeah.
never found like the the person behind that, then what happened?
I don't remember honestly. I don't think. No, we didn't do anything. We found out that the guy, the Lalafel that's behind the riots, he's taking over the
We already knew all
contested
that.
territory, and he wants to get some great weapon, something.
Yeah, I'm talking about after that. Because that I remember all of that. How there's like a weapon there, and he's trying to gain that. He's trying to expand the refugee zone to encompass that area, so then he would have access to that, and then he'd be able to get it.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about these people here and what led us to this.
I mean, all we know about them is that they were escaping Gallians, and they are from the Doman. I don't think it was Empire.
No, before that, like, as in, like, what led us to these guys?
Yeah, that's all we know. They just one day they just show up on the ship, and we were like, "Hey, we're gonna give you home," and they just came and
No,
have
but
a home. The horrible
the refugees that came on the ship.
Those two were just recruits. We have no idea who they are. They are just recruits of the Scions, and they just were hanging out at the base. And then the Doman kids showed up, and they were like, "Hey, you can take care of the kids." That's all we know about them.
Good place. I was about to say that I don't think the refugees that came from the ship necessarily had anything to do with this, with these kids. Oh, Souko's, he's updating us. Okay, they're just random people. All right, nice. Let's speak with Senor
and yes, those kids are from Doman. I don't think those on the I don't think those on the left are. They may be like random orphans.
Okay. It was good of you to agree to this, Lights. I trust you are ready to begin. What are we doing? Oh, it's a duty. Yeah. Oh my god.
What? Yeah, it's the solo thingy. I'll be honest, I haven't played Archer for so long. Or Bard. I don't know if I can do this.
Hello, Phoenix. Yes. We would appreciate some eggs in these trying times.
Someone remind me how to Bard, because I've been playing Dancer for the past few weeks.
Very well. Let us not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Is that a guy?
Yes.
Hooray. Hori. Are you certain you wish to fight him alone? That is Lychee Face. Oh, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. The kids, they're gonna watch us fight.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying.
You have a poor way of saying it. So, yeah. Okay. Now it's all coming back. It's all coming back. Well, better way to test my mettle. Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. Oh. After all, 'twas this hero's legend that led me to join the Silence to begin with. Without light to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake, as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Go for it.
I don't know who that is.
No one does. Go for it.
Hello, you haven't begun yet, have you? There you go.
That was Ida.
No, I don't know. It was. Oh,
it was Ida. Yeah, that's why she was waving. Ida, what? Who are all these people? Oh, he's gonna get like she's gonna get shy because of the audience. No.
When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find. Thought you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Why? Why, Ida? Why would you do that?
Yes, and there are still more to come. When I mentioned Lad's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic.
Why would you do that?
Why, my unpopularity seems but a sickly shade in comparison. You'd best claim victory, bringer of light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake.
Why would they do this?
Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman.
You can win, Mr. Boulder.
We should let him win.
I know, right? No, we can though.
We shall soon see. On your guard.
So Ola the Stan, I don't know what Mañanitas are. What was that smile at the end? Ah! Ha! I forgot how to do things.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
You have to wait for the other guy to jump in.
Yeah, he's saying stuff, but I'm just dancing. Let's go.
Motivation for the kiddos. I mean, I feel like in character, it would make a little bit more sense to purposely lose here.
Would it though? I guess so, yeah. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
the kids idolize this guy. He's their teacher. It'd be good for him to win, and then they have more respect for him and learn more from him.
Or at least like have a fair match, no? Not necessarily like win or lose, but like
Yeah.
so he can like show off. Oh, he has a shield. Oh no. Oh, I forgot I had a second dot. Sorry about that.
Tell me when you're ready.
Right.
What does the golden heart mean? Daunted, you've said that for the past 7 months.
What?
Yeah. You've bested me. I yield.
I'm so proud.
That was incredible. He beat them both at the same time.
It's like amazing. She beat 2 people. It's not like she beat Primas before, but hey, 2 people. Come on.
We knew you couldn't lose, Light. None can defeat the Guardian of Erosia.
Who is this guy?
It's just random people.
Now I see why they send you to deal with the Primas. I have much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same.
Can someone get these people a medic?
Medic, anyone? No, that's when you switch to Conjurer and heal them.
Impressive as always, Light. 'Tis ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. And judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Erosia. Yes, that is a most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? 'Twas at the memorial service for the Battle of Cartenet. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Erosia. I sought to grasp the reason why my grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it.
Hold up. I'm pretty sure the first time we saw them was in the cart when we were arriving.
Yeah, but he doesn't remember that.
True, I think he was asleep.
I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Erosians a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The Legatus's single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for a desire to continue Grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unstable. 'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Erosia was possible. 'Twas you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that what my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people. These wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow, only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe Grandfather's admiration for this inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish, a wish to aid Erosia and its inhabitants, in charting a course for the future. I wish that has now become my own. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of Guardian of Erosia and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the scions of the Seventh Dawn alone. No, what is needed to tackle the roots of the primal threats and effectively counter the schemes of the Ashians is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones.
Don't know.
Don't leave his ears alone.
You have to ask permission first. I know you're a Mikote, but...
God damn.
Wait, I'm not in a party.
So, I think I like where this is going.
Yeah.
If you recall, something that we criticized was how useless Minfilia is when it comes to leading the Seventh Dawn and how it should be run by someone more competent.
Yeah, and how Alphinaud should take the reins long ago.
Yes, but it sounds like Alphinaud is going to do something similar, except he's like, you know, looking at a bigger picture. So instead of running the Seventh Dawn, maybe he's going to run like the fucking United Nations, essentially, or whatever he has in store.
Yeah, I mean, he always says that he's interested in diplomacy, so it would make sense. Although he said that he wants something above the nations, so I don't know if he necessarily wants to like include like nation leaders, or if he wants to make yet another group.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that the nations group, like, there's already a term for that, isn't there? It's like the alliance of whatever, right? Yeah, like that's already a thing. But I guess what he wants is an organization that doesn't need their permission to work within their borders. Maybe I don't know.
Or maybe something more sneaky. I don't know.
Nah, I doubt that.
I don't think so. It's too open. But yeah, we'll see.
Complimenting people are dangerous.
Yeah. I just like that he's trying finally.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh, that is some nice character progression.
I really need checkups.
That sounds like something his sister would do.
Yeah, she would. Also, I will say, like, it's not about any nation or anything, but like, I kinda when he was talking about how these people, how they always like, you know, they just take the hit, then they just go for the next one and stuff. It kind of reminded me that like Slavic like mindset of like just never giving up. But I guess you can relate that to literally any nation.
Yeah, I was about to say that's probably like
Yeah.
you can apply that to literally everyone.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's not a double bicycle, Yako, no. It's a chocobo. Sure you are, don't it?
Don't it is everything Slavic.
Uh-huh. Do we want to
The
talk to
embodiment of
anyone
Slavic
before we
people.
go in?
Nope.
But they tend to have dialogue.
Nope.
Fine.
I'm more interested in what Ofinot has to say.
Fine.
When we come out of here, we can talk to Boulder.
Yako, it's an animal. We don't have to flap its wings. It does well on its own. Okay.
Thank you for coming, Light. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea. Okay, well, the most important part is the name. What's it going to be called?
Guardians of Eorzea, calling it.
What?
It's gonna be Guardians of Eorzea.
Alfinod wishes to request your assistance for his new endeavor. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th Astral Era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. Disparate. A realm-wide company, grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet, while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become the source of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus have I been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. Okay? It will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation, accorded to the Scions. 'Tis my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent.
What?
The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But, as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what even we can achieve. With this new company under the Scions' command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. The goals of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor to the true, border-spanning grand company, it is yet necessary that I visit the three leaders and gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey, and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I am otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the Bringer of Light and his discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa Laminsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall.
Alfino! Literally 2 minutes ago we praised him.
So, I'm a little confused when it comes to... He wants to make a trial version, but he also just said that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are essentially a trial version already, right?
Yeah. It's like, it's gonna be the same as the Scions, and the Scions are also the ones like ruling over it. I'm like, what's the difference?
I just don't understand where those extra resources go to. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Doesn't make much sense.
Yeah. Can we also talk about how we praised Alfino for taking over, and then he puts Minfilia in charge, and like...
I would like to think that that's just for the trial version, and he would still step up for the real thing.
I mean, if the trial version fails, there will be no real version.
Anyway, let's talk to Boulder.
Where is he?
He's with the kids.
Still teaching the kids.
Right. I must thank you again for agreeing to our bout. And I must thank the gods 'twas not a duel to the death. I will, however, cherish the lesson of each scrape and bruise as I work harder to better my swordplay. Yeah.
Nice. What about the other guy?
Let's talk to Yozan.
Yozan? Who's Yozan? Where's Yozan? Oh, there he is.
He's like the notable of the kids.
Nice.
Mr. Boulder fought well, but he was no match for you, Mr. Light. Just you wait. One day I'll be good enough to knock you from the top of your mountain.
Nice. Also, Koharu is his sister? Question mark.
We can speak to her. Sure.
Mr. Boulder is sore and beaten, but he said he'd return straight to his training. I don't think he likes to lose. So Phoenix, no, it's not a horny Boulder. Oh, Ari. Whatever that means.
Huh? Could be horny.
Yeah. I thought it's hairy Boulder.
Coltonet. Speak to him.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought the idea was foolish at first, but it seems that sparring match well served its purpose. Why, I can hardly wait to return to my studies and seek to improve upon my technique.
Nice.
Nice.
What does Hozan think about this?
My people's spirits were thoroughly crushed by the loss of our homeland. But thanks to your courage and generosity, I see their inner flames once more flicker back to life. I too have felt my strength of will make a gradual return. Okay, let's get out of here.
Okay.
We don't have to speak to the other people.
Okay. I would speak to everyone, but they probably don't have much to say. Tanker is probably hitting on everything again. So where to next?
We're going to Limsa Laminsa.
Who do you think we're gonna recruit?
Someone disappointing.
Probably. Do you think we're gonna recruit like one of the high officers?
We'll see.
Because obviously it would be great if we could recruit Belmont, if you remember that guy.
I don't think that's going to happen.
It's
I'd
not
like that
gonna.
to happen, but I don't.
So hello, Jades. Jades are being snuggly with some moguls.
Waiting for you at the guy.
Where's the guy?
But I forgot that doing this with Kuro means that you have to wait for her to get lost and then find her way.
Yes. No, look, with Limsa especially, it takes a while before everything loads. Like, I literally stand there for 2 minutes and nothing's loading. Other cities, it's not as bad.
There you are. I'm ready to ascend to the bridge and speak with the Admiral. Blofswiz. What?
That's her name.
While the Admiral and I are finalizing promissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, 'tis of no matter should they already be pledging to another institution, that's what I was interested about, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare for the next leg of our journey.
Yeah, I assume, like, the way they made this, like, you're gonna meet characters you met before. That's why I suggested it may be the officers of each company.
I would hope so. Regardless of whether it is or if it isn't, I would hope that we interact with these people a little bit more. Let's head south first. Let's go to
I'm still loading.
the place with the red people.
Okay. My frames. I started running too fast. My frames dropped.
Don't forget to pick them up. It's the red people.
What are... Oh, these red people. Okay.
Yes.
Why would we ask them, to be honest? They're little pirates. Oh god, I forgot the voice. Hey, who in the bloody hells do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some solid knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fop, try knocking on the dandy Carvalane's door. There you go. She sent us straight to her boyfriend. That's not her boyfriend. If you remember, Carvalane is the other captain that's trying to hit on her. Successfully or not.
Go for a circle around the upper decks.
I don't know what she's like. A precursor to a united Eorzean Grand Company. While I do admire the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities here at Naldig and Vermelis keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to be traipsing here and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills as an armorer, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions.
I can't jump over the table.
No, you can't. Wait, I lost you.
Oh boy.
I needed like a huge arrow, like light is that direction. Like, you know, like you have in racing games, like you have an arrow that there's a turn incoming. I need an arrow that like this is where light is.
I don't think I've ever gone over here.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
where?
I haven't gone here before. My logic tests.
I don't think I've ever went here before, and he's gone.
Correct place.
I lost you out of my view like for literally a second, and you're just gone.
I do not know this person.
I don't recognize him either.
Well, if it ain't light, I'd not forget a adventurer brave enough or daft enough to seek the shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. You remember Old Royal, don't you? Nope. Formerly the company Heroes. 3 whistles at Bronze Lake? It ain't often I drag me arse out of Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How fare you these days? You looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work? sounds like a right lark it does. Alrighty, lad, count me in. The heroes might have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into my grave just yet.
He might have been.
I'm pretty sure they literally created a new character just for that.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, they were suggesting that we're not remembering him. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm pretty sure they created a new character. Like, when it came to the old company of heroes that faced Titan, it was a Rogadin, if you remember. He was like the captain.
Uh-huh.
And the other ones, they like worked at God, what's it called? What's the place called? The place at the beach. They worked there.
Costa des... No, he worked there,
Yeah,
but the
Costa
rest
del Sol,
didn't.
yeah.
The rest we had to find. Remember
No,
there
he
was...
did.
No, remember there
No,
was
no,
that
he
one...
said that-
Uh-huh.
Go on.
No, we had to find them like in different parts, and like we had to find that fucking elf who was now... I think he was supposed to be a wood dweller now, but he was all about having a lot of girls and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he actually didn't want to be a wood dweller, but he had to. Yeah, he was a wood dweller. Remember in the what is it called? In the water place where the turtles are. Remember? In that outpost, he was there at the outpost, and we had to like drag him in. And then there was another guy, and then there was the blind guy at the wine vineyard.
So I just looked it up, and he was first met in a quest in Upper Lenosia for a brief moment, and then this is his next appearance here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Apparently, you whistle at him, and then he meets up with you. I don't know if we did that quest though, because I'm pretty sure Upper Lenosia is where we actually didn't do a bunch of quests.
I'm not sure. I know we had a bunch in Outer
Yeah.
Outer Lanosia. I don't know about Upper Lanosia.
Carvalate. An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity? I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know that there is a time to act and a time to watch. And I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category.
But you could get so much spice. Completely legal.
Yes. Quack. Look, it's Raynor.
Ah, yes, Raynor.
Master Alphaneld's new organization? Yes, I had heard the formation of his trial company was in the offing. Tis with regrets, however, that I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protector of Limsa Lominsa must needs receive my full attention.
Why are we not recruiting the Rikiki? You know who?
What?
The one who's always leading us to primals. She's like Riku,
What?
Mikiko or something.
Oh, you're talking about the yellow jacket.
Yeah.
Lady at the.
I know. I
thing.
don't. Is she a yellow jacket? She's not a yellow jacket. Is she?
She's no, sorry, not the yellow jacket. She's part of the Stormbloods or whatever the fuck these
The
people are called.
Maelstrom
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
No one cares what they're called. Okay, it's whatever they are.
So what
I mean,
is-
I'm pretty
what is
sure
Root
we're
Souko?
just like based off of like who we're speaking to. Like we only speak to like people high up. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I would think like it will be like different ones. So are we supposed to go to airship?
We are. There we go. I'll feed that. Light. Your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa. Ah, a member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seats here proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nofika's altar. It's out of the way. Return. But yeah, like this recruitment process feels weird because it's like it doesn't feel any different than like recruiting them to become like a seventh scion or whatever.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, do you want to be part of this organization? What does it do? I don't know. Like, we don't have any like details about it.
It's a bit weird. It's put up.
I'm taking the scenic route.
Ah, you got lost.
No.
Look, you had your excuses for Limsa. I don't know about Gridania though.
Look, I'm here.
You just like you just teleported.
Yeah.
Oh god. My audience with the Elder Seats here is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful to if you would once more see the task of recruitments here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before.
We better
Nice.
try to recruit, what was their names? Silver and the other person. I know that's not gonna happen, but I would like to. I would recruit Silver. Remember him?
Nope.
In the Archers Guild. The elf was Silver, and then the Mikote. Forgot her name. But I know that's not gonna happen. But I would like to. Because they fought with us, so like they would be, suitable for the task.
Oh gods, can it truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? What? Eh? Could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler and a regular patron at Buscaron's. Nope. Who?
I remember we caught someone. Remember? No, wait. There was... There There was a story about some wood whaler that was released. No, wait, no, I don't remember. It's mixing up.
Tell me when you're ready.
Do we pick who?
I said who. Laurentius. I was selling maps and supplies to the Gallians before you and those and those red-belly poachers mopped the forest floor with my erstwhile employers. Here now. Just how many criminals have you dealt with? And my ignominious tale ignites not the slightest flicker of recognition.
No, now I remember. I kind of like that they drag these people from these small quests.
The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, yeah? And what is your policy on reformed convicts?
That's a very good question.
As matters stand, the Wood Whalers will have not more to do with me. This may be just the second chance I was looking for. Revenant's toll, you say. I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this. I promise you. I'm a changed man.
Is he though? Look, we're making a trial organization and we have to be very careful because otherwise it's not gonna work. So we're gonna pick a convict who's known for cheating his own people. I don't know about this. We will have to have a word with Alfino on policies. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest. Your tormented bag gives up on you for good. I'm terribly sorry. We were just... Oh, Mielikka, isn't it? It has been some time since our paths crossed outside of Copperbell mines. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've come. Mother Meow tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome black wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order. Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company just as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. He's now Isildur. You're welcome.
I mean, that works.
Huh? It is a trial for whom, though? I mean, true.
I like how we're speaking to the butler.
Yes. Hey, at least he had a major story, right?
You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions. I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. I am puzzled as well. But I guess we do need someone to clean the house.
Yeah, I was gonna say...
Pray forgive me, young master, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. Oh.
Did he just say he's gonna sit here until he dies?
Yes. Yeah, I think it would have been cool if he had accepted, just because it would make sense if he wishes to repent.
Yeah, like a redemption arc, right?
What his yeah. It would be a good opportunity for him.
I always I don't know where to start what I want to say. First off, I don't know why we are recruiting only specifically warriors when I'm sure a company can use more than warriors, for management and stuff.
He's a butler.
Yeah, he could be he could work as a fucking receptionist. It doesn't matter, but he could be useful in some way, right?
Yeah.
That's first thing. And secondly, I love a quote that I randomly saw in a Ratchet and Clank game where they speak about responsibility. that when you are just sitting there, you are blaming yourself, but taking responsibility means that you're also trying to fix things. And he's just sitting there. He just decided to like distance himself from the society when he could do like so much better, right? Okay, single. It's not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise. But its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. Yes, that's what I mean, kind of. Like, why are we just... We don't know what we're doing, exactly.
I mean, we know that. And they know that as well.
Yeah.
Regardless, I think it's cool that we did have a couple of people join us here. Like, you know, Limsa, we only had one. Here we have two. See what we find in all that.
I'm still sad that we don't get to talk to Silver. Because he was actually like our brother in arms. Because he told us his story and he hated us at first. But then he like accepted us and like he had his whole arc. I know he's related to a guild, so he can't be in the main story, but it would be so cool.
In before Tataru has to take care of this organization as well. I mean, this is all under the Seven Silence anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, yeah.
Really, that butler should just take Tataru's job.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
I mean, to be honest, we don't know how much of a good butler he is.
This is true. This is true.
But he would present himself well, that's for sure.
What news, lads? For my part, the Elder Seed here was most amenable to our requirements. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer. Our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Going to Ul'dah. Group, where are you? You're here with Alfinok.
Look, it takes a while to get off a ship.
Uh-huh. Weeb Dream. Nice. I saw Vortex run by.
What? Vortex?
Yes. So we wait for Group to show up.
Vortex is another person we have to make play this game. One day.
Ul'dah, the gilded city, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let us meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Light.
Can we recruit ultras?
Speak in our circle. Ooh, unfortunately, it's not ultras.
God. I would recruit ultras. He's crafty.
Wait, you're the man who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Anyway, that disaster really got me thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make myself a more worldly man. So here I am. A new company of champions. And you say it will take me to all corners of the realm. That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. I've prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there.
Okay, who's next? Imagine recruiting Hildebrand.
Trying to anticipate. It looks like we'll see. We'll see if we recognize these people.
I remember that guy.
Have you come to tell me the news, soldier? Well, I've already heard it. Seems the would-be savior of Ul'dah's refugees went and got himself killed. And not by your hand. Eh? Was just as much a pawn as the hapless cast-offs he sought to deceive, eh? That's not why you're here? Aye, you'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours, and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for.
I mean, he has a point. We probably shouldn't be relying on syndicate.
We aren't.
Do we know that?
We're relying on all three. A company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. Okay.
Well, you're very useful, aren't you? So, hello, Starduck.
Exclamation mark for Nara Starduck in the chat. Stop playing Dota.
Can't play Final Fantasy. This is a quest. We're not.
It's a quest. To the Weavers Guild.
Hey. Who are we recruiting at the Weavers Guild?
The Weaver.
Let's recruit Rose. Time to recruit Rose. No, time to recruit Yellow Moon. Remember her?
It could be. Yep, it's Yellow Moon.
There you go. She's like, but what do I wear? I'm sorry? You wish to recruit me? Is this some new fashion manner of propositioning a lady? Well, I'm afraid you are wasting your time. This lady is already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. Well, that went well.
Okay. I don't think this is the season for us. You can do well, Starduck. I believe. I
Yeah.
believe. It's been a rough start. I know you can do well.
Do you remember her?
For you.
Do you remember her?
Nope.
I think this is the first the girl we had to defend on the very beginning. No, I'm wrong. God damn it.
I mean, we know not to rely on your memory. It's fine.
Yeah, I never said you should. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me perchance? I am Orson, of the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. Or maybe it was her. And I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion, Thancred, wasn't it? Ah, these new companions you seek then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good, but my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking.
Okay. Let's go back.
This guy is called
Royal
Peter
Promenade.
Snow. Shaking my head. Where's the Royal Promenade?
That's a good question. Chamber of Blue. Even though it's red.
It's the Chamber of Rule. So your duck is walking in the air. That was weird.
He has wings.
But it was walking.
How fared you, light? What hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer up to your unrelenting gaze? Oh my. A single Alamigan youth. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Erosia's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge, nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself has won. Thank you, Lights. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin, as you have no doubt surmised. The Sultana has also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the documents signed, and the finances secure. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea. Oh, cutscene?
Wait, does that mean they opened a route for the airship?
Tell me, General. What think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'dah law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
Hello, group.
Hello, Rit. I just want to say one thing. I shifted so hard. And the game has not done anything to prove me otherwise.
Oh god.
Look, I'm not into shipping people, but this one I can ship.
You don't need to ship them. I'm pretty sure they're a thing.
No,
Right?
so Souko said they're not. That like he's just like a commander in her army, basically, like a general. But like technically,
should
they are not married or anything.
Oh, okay.
But they sure seem like it. Like I'm shipping them. Sorry.
Oh god. Yeah. We'll wait and see what comes of whatever the fuck is going on with this country. We'll I was caught off guard because I was like, okay, so she's getting upset at the system. This is gonna go one of two ways. One, she takes things like into her own hands because of how upset she is. Or two, she just cries about it. And apparently she just cries about it. I'm like, okay.
I mean, we saw before that like she's pretty helpless in general. Like she's more of a figure than an actual ruler.
Yeah, which is disappointing. I would hope that they would have a little bit more thought behind how it is that they decide to run their governments and run their people and stuff like that.
Like to be honest, I don't know all that history, but wasn't she also like fairly young? So like maybe like she wasn't supposed to be ruling, and that's why they kind of like
Maybe. But yeah. All right. So where do we have to go? Yes, we're going back to Mordana.
Yes.
What do you think of the results so far, though? Starduck, if you're still there, surprising? I don't know. I do think that, I mean, again, we saw Oreo on social media, and I guess that is something to take into account, right? Like the pressure that you can go under when you're playing in front of 70 people, which is something that you haven't done before, right? Like day one, there was what, like 3.6k people watching, and that is a shame. It is a shame because I do think that especially Oreo versus Mighty Kiwi, like that wasn't pretty. Like that was very unfortunate.
And like we know he can beat them.
Yeah, we know he can perform better than what he is, and he knows that as well. That's why he's so frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that's unfortunate, and again, it was off stream, but he also lost to Chase as well on Sunday. That was also surprising. So I hope he's okay. I hope he's not taking it too harsh.
He did mention that like he had an exam on like the next day, so he was like worried about the exam at the same time.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help.
Definitely. And I don't know how you felt as well, Starduck being on the mainstream, but I mean, you were also kind of aware of it. Mate, you threw against Peppy. Game 3 versus Peppy, like, should not have gone his way. Like, I don't know.
I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, Starduck, but Starduck strikes to me as a person who's just like, he's so cheeky that he doesn't get as much bothered by the audience. Correct me.
I don't know if cheeky is the right word.
Yeah, I don't know what it's cheeky, but like you know how he like goes against like all these top pros. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat them. Like you know that kind of like personality is like, it's not overconfident. It's just like you're not afraid to just do things. Like I don't know what the proper description is.
It was just unfortunate. Again, I don't know if that was also because of the pressure of the situation. Like again, just because like you had a lot of scouting information, but like you assumed something else was happening instead.
Of course.
I saw that there was a walkover pick a Starduck. I didn't know what the cause of it was, but mate, that is such a Piglet thing to happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is Piglet in a nutshell.
Yes.
Like,
he didn't know he had a game, so he was gone.
Yeah, like God. That's how he lost the qualifiers. Like, Someone do something with that kid. I mean, that's fair. It's
See,
just. Yeah. Okay, we're going in.
yeah, I was gonna say that I mean I understand that I don't blame him for having a walkover. Sorry, a headache. Again, you know, because of what his brother's been doing, so it's understandable for Piglet to just be rethinking his life right now and what led him to this.
And how are they related by blood?
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, hashtag Piglet in a nutshell.
You see, one day he's gonna be like in a premier tournament, like in a group stage. I mean, he's gonna forget that he's playing.
Mm. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all our efforts is at hand. I must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Light. I am certain the antecedents will be relieved to see that you are free for other duties. Huh.
Thank you for the money.
Infelia appears eager to welcome you back to the Revenant's Toll.
Can't wait to read in monotone. Greetings, Mielikka. Alfino tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. I forgot her voice. Wait, she's more like girly but monotone. How do I do this? The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alfino to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slapworm might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there is aught he requires? Let's go to Slapworm.
He is outside.
Yep. He's here. Where are you going?
There's a bike.
Yeah, it's a bike.
It's a dancing cat girl.
Of course. She has a Mogo, the baby.
She reminds me of Daunted.
Yeah. And look, she has a Mogo on her stuff. It's a cute stuff. Oh no, she's sucking! Ah!
Ugh. Running away. What can I do for you, lads? I thought you've had your hands full helping out with this new arm of the Scions. I barely noticed your recruits arrive. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we've had pass through here every day. Well, I appreciate your offer of aid. 'Tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedents, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Different.
Slapworm, the shipment! We couldn't!
Gods, woman, what befell?
We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. What?
Dragons.
Dragons. There were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us.
There is naught to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is like to be more than a case of a simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed.
Wait, since when are we all, like, considering dragons heretics? I thought it was just Ishgard
Since the beginning.
But I thought it was just Ishgard thing, and like we were like, yeah, those silly Ishgardians.
I think when it comes to heretics, they were always referred to the dragon people.
No, but what I mean is that like I thought the rest of the world didn't care about that conflict. It was like solely between Ishgard and the other nation.
Yeah, but I guess it's a term that is still,
okay.
widespread. Whence did the supplies originate?
House for Thames. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper.
Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Light. We are not on good terms with the Knights of House Fortemps. I'll be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures.
I like this intense music for this.
Thank you for understanding. I am certain Lord Horkefant will be glad of your assistance. Horshefant. Also, thank you for the Hyun for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed your stream of, I imagine, StarCraft, maybe Hearthstone. Usually StarCraft.
So welcome to the non-StarCraft stream.
Yes.
I like how it was like, here, like, just go to them and talk to them, and there's this intense music, yes, ready for battle. Okay, it wasn't that intense. It's a bit funny. Oh, hello, Head. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if it isn't my fine friend, Light Duck, would you care for a plate of roast karakul, some mulled wine? No? Ah, I see you have not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was in fact on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. Lord Hushafant awaits confirmation of the reason for your visit to Camp Dragonhold. Oh my.
The incident with the new frontier hands? No, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest. Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurthus soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Forton does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies, or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed. Poor fortune, I say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait? Hallone's blessings be upon you! Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long. Should you learn aught of value, pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
Maybe you're ready, Kuro.
I am ready. These men are topless.
Are you looking at the topless men?
No. No.
It's Pepsi. Oh my god.
Yep.
It's a black chonkaber. It's got a crown.
Yep.
It's King Chonkaber.
Look at it waddle as it flies. Chase it.
It's too fast.
See, you got some good cake.
It's King Chonkaber.
It's going in the same direction.
Yeah. I think I might have to go here.
Okay.
Nope. I thought that would take us down.
Nope. Not this one.
It
Only
took
in the
us-
observatory. I always feel betrayed every time. Yeah, he's doing the same quest. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Let's see.
Lads, welcome. You'll be pleased to know that the repairs to Stone Vigil proceed apace. We shall rebuild sure and strong, that the Dravanians might bury themselves senseless against our shield in the west. I would venture, however, that matters of masonry are not what brought you to Whitebrim. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say, by the Fury, but you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. I must confess then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly, without warning, and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. But 'tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this Ice Heart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous fervor. It is an unsettling and unnatural zeal.
Is it a primal?
Perhaps you would care to question one of their recent victims. As fate would have it, your arrival came moments after a traitor was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him to our infirmary, assuming he has regained the use of his faculties. The merchants may recall some small detail that could aid you in your task. I was about to say we're probably going to unlock like a trial or a duty.
Yeah,
or a
sounds
trial
like
duty.
it. That wasn't right. Ah, I can see where I'm going.
Oh no, he was mistreated. Tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course. I'm quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly Blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to White Brim Front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground, and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals. They were taking everything. 'Twas then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze, and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say that is where they were holding my goods. They will not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived at all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Ah. It's right there. Don't forget to summon your chocobo.
Can we? Can. It's been a while. Why are there all these dead people here?
Say attack.
So I like how this camp is fine, but there were people like right next to them.
Has it in there. God, draw your weapon foul. Wait, I recognize you. Adventurer. You are come seeking heretics. Also, did you see Azure beating Seath? I casted Azure beating Seath.
Started like this.
Then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chanced across one of their raiding parties and pursued them there. By rights, we should have had them cornered in this ravine, and yet they are gone, vanished like icy wraiths. Foresee. I did not foresee Seether playing so badly, which is what it came down to.
Guess he wasn't playing enough Tarkov. Was that it? That was the cinematic?
You glimpsed a woman atop the cliff. Could it be Iceheart herself, come to sneer at our folly? And to where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall. Some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not the men to risk further investigation. 'Twould be best we were to return to White Room Front and lay our suspicions before Lord Drimwalt. We can fly there. So clearly I need to grind the Dota games to win on the weekend. Cap. Don't listen to a laser. He is not a good influence.
Laser?
It's not a place. A laser just tweeted because he won ESL Open Cup
yeah.
EU. He's like, I was just playing Dota all week and then I won.
Oh, cool. But hey, if you want to play Final Fantasy.
Fucking a laser.
By the way, the camera is so wonky when you're on somebody else's mount. It's all over the place.
Lights, it appears I owe you my thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found out near Snowcloak were some of my finest. That they would be bested so handily, I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. 'Twould be ill-advised to blunder, unprepared, into what may well be the very lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Harshafant of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long. Dragonhead. Huh.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody. But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart? Indeed, and this transpired at Snowcloak? Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma. As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action. Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
Hello, group.
Hello, Lit. And hello, Nem.
Hello, Nem. Also, it's good to hear Static. It's good to hear. As long as you keep practicing. Stop playing Dota.
And get some sleep.
Yes. Don't ruin your sleep schedule.
Hey, Nem, do you want to play Final Fantasy?
What I was about to say was that I'm disappointed because I feel like we're gonna have to come back here. He's like, yo, the Knights will take care of it. But because they took such effort to introducing her, they probably won't, and we're gonna have to come back. Like, they're gonna call for us to help. And we have to come in, and then we have to fight the Ice Heart Lady.
I thought we were just gonna fight together with the Knights. I don't think they're gonna do it on their own.
I would imagine what they're going to do is they're just gonna find it.
Yeah, like they're more like scouting for, I guess.
No. They're not. They intend to deal with it, but they're not going to. And what they're gonna basically do is unlock the duty or the trial for us, like the location of it, and then we can go and do it. Gonna go up again, I think. Queue up for what though, Starduck? What are you queuing up for? Damn it. Yeah, we should return to Mordana, because I want our bracelets. Like, are you having fun?
Maybe.
Damn it, Starduck. Game originated in an RTS.
Uh-huh.
Look, this isn't Warcraft 3 ANZ champs, okay?
I think there was one, so... But
There
we're
was,
not playing it
not
then.
anymore. Oh, look! Look! It's a balloon!
No.
No!
It was a Sabotender.
It was.
But sure you can buy it at the thing.
Casino.
Yeah.
Okay, Slathborn. Lights, 'tis good to see you return to the toll. How fared you in the frozen wastes of Korthus? How's Fortemps? Forton?
Yeah, that's how he said it.
Is to send us a second shipment. I must send thanks to Lord Harshafat for his continued generosity. Yet even as our town grows in prosperity, I fear it will attract ever greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Alphanod's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. Alright, what do we have here? This is an interesting hat.
This is for classes I don't use. This is for a tank. It's for the Lancer Dragoon. This is for a Samurai. I have a Samurai, so I guess that's that.
Yeah, but the Ironworks skill is better. It's about like what it looks like though.
Yeah. This looks weird on me. This looks so weird on me, the last hat. This one has a lion on it. Okay. That's... Okay. What about this one? Oh my. I want this actually. Because it's silly. So messed up. I think I'm gonna pick it just because. I may use it in some kind of outfit maybe one day. One day. I don't use Lancer though. So what do I pick?
I'm just gonna break it down. I'm gonna desynthesize it.
Oh. I can't desynthesize any of this. Oh, I can! The Weaver one. There's a Weaver one. Okay, fine.
Do
Makes
that.
sense.
Alright. So with that, group, I think it's time for us to return home.
Okay.
Uh, It'd be great if we could actually like add food to that pot.
I know, right? It should be a thing.
It should be. If any.
Oh, no.
But thank you everyone for watching. Welcome back to our Final Fantasy stream, and we will probably be back tomorrow. We'll see.
Prop.
And we can continue our journey and maybe finish a run reborn. Maybe we're getting there.
Yeah, eventually.
Oh, hello, Souko. Hello.
I can't see Souko because I'm in group pose. Souko, you need to be in the background.
No, Souko.
Come in the background, Souko.
He ran into the pot and died.
Oh no.
And now we're cooking Souko.
Oh no. Oh no.
God. All right.
See,
Thanks,
kids,
everyone,
this is
for
why you
watching.
don't run around the fire.
Yes. Shaking my head, Souko. But yeah, we'll see you next time. Probably tomorrow. See you then.
Bye.